the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Strong right.
Throwing on first down is Locke. For a right side here, complete. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Lock again here on second and 10. This is the tight end Fant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 68 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's second and 18. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. A look there at how the Raiders will start defensively. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
Gator. Watch right. Bandit.
Now. On third and long, it's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
The Broncos send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it is permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team that wins.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the edge.
6-6. Pull it high. 2. Big grip.
Now it's Barkley. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Check. Hot. Hey, Delta. Here's the 2. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Hit it.
Back to throw. Curtis. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
And Denver getting set to take the field. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he could break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
64. Fair.
Looking to throw. Curtis. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. The numbers for him from a week ago. 7 catches for an even 100 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
Back to throw. Curtis. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Block it. And ready?
They'll run with Barkley. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down right around the 18-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Go.
They'll try and run for it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Now a hit and a loose football. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
That's all right, baby. Going the other way.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Be a long day for you.
Running left, it's Barkley. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Let's go. Go. 15 run. 15 run.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go. 70 Indy.
56. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Get it.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Hey, Sam on. Go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Curtis. And it's caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
The previous play is under review.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands. Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal.
Kill. Check three.
Looking to throw. Curtis. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Point after here coming up.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.